Chattari Mangalam Arihant.
Okay, he got cut. Chattari Mangalam Arihanta Mangalam Siddha Mangalam Sahu Mangalam Kevadi Panatam Tammolo Mangalam. Chattari Sharanam Pavajjami Arihante Sharanam Pavajjami Siddhe Sharanam Pavajjami Saho Sharanam Pavajjami Kevali Panatam Dhammam Sharanam Pavajjami. Chattari Sharanam Loguttama Arihante Sharanam Loguttama Siddhe Sharanam Loguttama Sahu Sharanam Loguttama Kevali Panatam Dhammam Sharanam Loguttamo. Bol Kreet.
Chattari Sharanam.
Okay, continue. Neet is trying to call 1 minute.
Chattari Sharanam Pavajami Siddhe Sharanam Pavajami. Sahu Sharanam Pavajami Kevali Panatam Dhammo Sharanam Pavajami.
Continue.
Chattari Sharanam Lokuttama. Chattari Sharanam Lokuttama.
Something is wrong with his internet. Anyway, let's begin. Stuti Moksh, turn on your video. Stuti Moksh, turn on your video. We're waiting. Okay, quickly, let's do a revision. Okay, so now we know that Atma has got two angles. Not just Atma, but all the Chha Dravya have got two angles. The two angles are what? Dravya and Paryay. Now, how do we do Atma Anubhuti? Just as a continuation from yesterday. Kreet had answered. So Kreet knows. Anybody else would like to try? Otherwise, Kreet can repeat. And then the rest can copy. Yeah, Anika, try.
I think you have to look at the Dravya angle to experience the soul, but the experience happens in Paryay.
The experience happens in Paryay. Very good. Clap for Hanika. Ekdam perfectly, Boily. Yeah, perfect. Ekdam perfect answer. Okay, Neet. Now the question is for you. Why do we look at Dravya angle and not at Paryay angle? I think even if we look at Paryay angle, we can still experience the soul.
Can you repeat? You are breaking.
Yeah. So hold on. I'm getting too many calls. Just 1 second. Okay, fine. So we can experience the soul looking at Paryay. Why is it that Acharya Bhagwan is saying that we have to look at Dravya angle? Why didn't Acharya Bhagwan say that by looking at Paryay angle we experience the soul? Stuti Moksha, I will explain to you in just 1 minute. Let Neet answer.
Because
Neet unmute.
because Dravya is constant and Parya it keeps on changing, so it has. So if you look at Parya, you'll have thoughts and yeah.
Okay, your answer is not completely wrong, but it is also not completely correct. Dravya is the constant part, Parya is the changing part. Who, Hanika, Kreet, would you like to try? Kreet has answered, you can say 50-60% is correct. It's enough. Try to enhance the answer. Try to improve the answer.
So
Kreet.
Dravya is
You're cutting today. I don't know. Your internet is not good today, Kreet. Hanika, try.
Is it because in Parya you can't focus on experiencing the soul because you have emotions and thoughts?
No, that is not the answer. The answer is what Neet said, that Dravya is a constant part. If you want to focus on something, you have to look at the constant part. Okay, that's point number one. An experience happens in Parya. Is it okay now like let's see who is the smartest in this class. Is it that there are two is it that Dravya and Pariyai are two different parts of the soul? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Yes, Anika.
I'm not sure, but is it no?
It is no. The answer is no. The answer is no. That okay, now like let me ask you a question. Okay, like the same question from yesterday. Is it that what have you written, Krit? The car is for me. I don't understand what you've written. Okay, anyway. So like where was I? Is it that there is one dravya? In that one dravya, there are two angles. The two angles are called dravya and paryay. Is it that in like certain dravyas there's only paryay, and in certain dravyas there's only dravya? Can you ever find an like a dravya in this universe like that? Hanika is saying no. How about you, Kritnit? Krit, what is your answer?
Can you repeat the question now?
Okay, I think you're cutting today because your internet is not very good. So, Krit, the question is that there are two angles of the soul, Dravya and Parya. Can you find a Dravya in this universe which is only got Dravya angle, which doesn't have Parya? Or can you find a Dravya in this universe which is only got Parya and no Dravya? If your answer is yes, why? If your answer is no,
No.
why? So your answer is no, Krit. So why?
No, because the soul needs both Dravya and Paryay, because in Dravya the soul and the gun needs the togetherness of the infinite gun, and for Paryay it's an activity that happens in each gun in one soul.
No, your like thoughts are not constructively put, Krit. You have to put your thoughts in a constructive manner. Okay, so the person who's listening to you, they can understand what you have said is a jumble of words. Your answer is there. Your answer is there. It's not that your answer is not there, but how you have explained it, it is not correct. Okay, now Neet or Hanika, you want to try? Neet, bol.
I think it's no, because the soul, it needs both angles, because it has got infinite gun. So for the gun to work, to function, you need paryai, and many 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 gun make up dravya. So like
Not many, infinite.
infinite gun make up dravya. So they can't stay without one another.
Yeah, okay, so you are on the right track, but your yesterday's answer was much better than today's. Yesterday, you are really speaking well. Okay, Hanika, try. Hanika, have you understood?
Yeah.
Then try.
So basically, Paryay has like the functioning part for
But it
the
is not has got, it is.
Parya is the functioning part in that's like is the function part in each gun in one samay, and dravya is the
no, not in. Your like prepositions are wrong. Even like Krit's prepositions were wrong. Paryay is the functioning part of each gun. Okay, you are like prepositions. Do you understand what, like when I say like prepositions, do you understand what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay, then you are not using correct prepositions.
Yeah. So paryay is basically the functioning part of each gun in one samay. So basically you need it so that like the guns function, and dravya is basically the togetherness of the infinite gun. So like dravya is made up of the infinite guns.
Good. So okay, your answer is not fully correct, but you all three of you have understood. Although Krit's like sentence construction was not correct, he has understood, because you could tell he was jumbling the words, but he has understood the concept. So now listen, Krit, listen. Now like listen properly over here. Okay. Stuti and Moksha also listen. Dravya, what is the definition of dravya? The togetherness of infinite good. The togetherness of infinite good. And what is the definition of parya? The functioning part of good. Are you saying that the two cannot be separated? How do you separate them? How many of you have understood this? You can't separate them. It is like saying from sugar, can you remove the sweetness? Can you remove the sweetness from sugar? Yes or no? So do yes or no. So at least we know what you're thinking. You can't remove. Moksh, you think you can remove in the laboratory? What do you think, Moksh? You can't remove. Try it. Try this experiment. What you can do in your laboratory is this. Take a glass of water. In that, on top of it, you put oil. You can separate oil and water because oil and water are separate. You can do that in the laboratory. What else can you do in the laboratory? You can do in the laboratory, like say, for example, Stuti will understand this because she's a little bit older. In the laboratory, if you mix one salt, I'll just use simple terminology. I will not use the words that we use in chemistry because these children are a bit younger, Krita and Hanika. If you mix one salt with water, you get an exothermic reaction, isn't it? You get an exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction meaning heat comes up. Heat comes up. The minute it cools down, again, it is the same salt because now the water has evaporated. Correct? So that can be separated because it is already separate. What else can you separate in the laboratory? You can separate in milk when you buy the packet of, let's just take one example. The example is Brookside packet. If you buy a packet of Brookside milk, in that you can separate the milk, the protein part of the milk and the water part of the milk because they're already separate. But you cannot separate sweetness from sugar. Try it in any laboratory of any country, of any best technology. You will not be able to separate. Have you understood, Neet? Hanika, have you understood? Krit, have you understood? That you cannot separate this. Okay, now like let me ask you this. From Atma, can you separate Gnan Gun? One by one. Hanika is saying no. Kneet? Krit? Stuti? Stuti is not sure, or are you sure? Okay, so what is your answer, Stuti? Yes or no?
You can't separate.
You cannot separate Gnan Gun from Atma. You cannot separate. You cannot separate. Now we're coming to a very important point because I brought Gnan Gun. Now listen to this, Krit. I think Krit is doing something else. Are you doing something else, Krit? Are you typing or looking at some other screen or something? Yes, I think you are. Okay, look at me now. Now, because this is a very new concept that we're doing today, okay? You cannot separate. Now, I asked you a question. Now, okay, first let's explain to Stuti Moksh how to do Atma Anubhuti. Stuti and Moksh, look at me. How, this is very, very important, how to do Atma Anubhuti. Okay, even there it is in your question, Hanika. The homework for you, Stuti and Moksha have already submitted. Neet and Kreet, I have like told them to submit to me. Listen to the question, Hanika. Your homework is what is soul and how to experience it. Your deadline is 6th of January. Okay, your deadline is 6th of January. Anyway, Hanika, don't write right now. I will write it on your mom's WhatsApp message and then you read it afterwards. Now let's quickly answer this question. Now, Stuti, Moksh, how do you experience the soul? How do you experience the soul? There are two angles of the soul. There are two angles of the soul. The one is the constant part, which has got the infinite gun. The infinite gun, each gun has its own pariyai, isn't it, Kreet? Each gun has its own pariyai, Kreet. Each gun has its own pariyai. Now, what is happening when you do atma anubhuti? Now, like listen, Kreet, and even Hanika, Neet, everybody, this is completely new. What happens when you do atma anubhuti? What is happening? Gnan gun, look at me. Gnan gun has got two faces. Gnan gun has got two faces, Hanika. Okay, Gnan gun has got two faces. The first face is looking outwards, so you can see this whole world. In this whole world, everything is included. Your parents, your school, your friends, your house, the material in the house, the countries that you visit, etc., 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 etc. Everything is included in this Neet, Kreet. Everything is included. Look at my hand, Neet, Kreet. There are two faces. There are two faces. Okay. So the first face is looking outwards. It's looking outwards. The second face, Hanika, is looking inwards. Now, let's see who is smart. When you look inwards, what do you see? Let's see who can think. Bolneet.
The soul.
Okay, the soul is the correct answer. But what do you see in the soul?
Infinite knowledge and happiness.
No, almost correct. A little bit disappointed. Little bit disappointed. What do you see? What do you see? Hanika, try.
Is it infinite good attributes?
Okay, that's Hanika's answer. Let's lock it. Now what is Stuti's answer? Even Stuti raised her hand.
Infinite gun.
Kreet, you want to say?
What?
The question, okay,
Great.
Moksh, speak and then I repeat the question for Kreet.
I wanted to say that you like see like all the attributes spread out across your soul.
Okay, Kreet, the question is, Gnan Gun, listen, Gnan Guni Pariyai. Now I'm even making it a little bit more more accurate. Gnan Guni Pariyai has got two faces. The first face is looking outwards. It's looking outwards. It is looking at this entire world, Kreet. Kreet, in this world, everything is included. Your parents, your school, your friends, your house, the material in the house, the countries that you visit, etc., 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 etc. That's looking outside. Now, the other face, now the question is, Kreet, what is it looking at?
The outer face.
Okay, that outer space, listen, Preet, that outer space is included in the outside, because it is in the outside, isn't it? Look at me, or look, now I'm going to take my laptop a little bit far. Look, my laptop is far. Can you see all this space around me? Can you see all this space around me? So that outer space is included when you look outside. Okay, Preet, have you understood? Have you understood, Preet? Ekdam samajh mein aavi gyu? So look at now, again, I'm going to take my laptop a bit far. Look at all this space, Kreet. This space is when you look outside, this space is included. So even that outer space is included. That alokakash is included, okay? That is included. So now the question is, when you look inside, what do you see, Kreet?
You see infinite good attributes.
Very good. So clap for yourselves. Everyone gave the correct answer. Everyone gave the correct answer. Neet, you only gave Gnan and Sukh. But it's not only 2 attributes that you see all the infinite attributes. And Neith, the another wrong thing that you said is that you see infinite knowledge and infinite happiness. Emni, you see the Gnan Gun itself, you see because the infinite knowledge, where is it happening? Neith, answer. Now you answer. Where is it happening? Is it happening in the Gun or is it happening in the Pariyai?
Good.
Wrong. It's happening in the okay, let's put on that side. Okay, we don't want to confuse ourselves. Let's just forget about that concept for now. Gnan gun, remember what is the definition of gun? It is in all parts. Neith, Kreet, look over here, and even Moksh, look over here, because this is completely new what we're learning today. And Stuti, this is your subject, Gatha number 43. So look at me over here. We are looking, what is the definition of gun, of any gun, not just Gnan gun, any gun? Dravyana sarva bhagoma che. Dravyana sarva bhagoma che, meaning it is in all parts of the dravya. Akha dravyama gnan gun che. Akha dravyama gnan gun che. Now, what is the definition of pariyai? Kreet, it is the functioning part of each gun. Now you have this, what do you call, how much does a diamond cost, Kreet? Approximately, just give an approximate number. How much does a diamond cost?
$2 million.
Okay, yeah, good, very good. $2 million. So $2 million, okay, because he's talking about some very exquisite diamond, okay? So he's talking about a very exquisite diamond. So very good. Now, what you have in your hand is something that is even worth 100, or you can say million times more than this expensive diamond. You have the key, Hanika, in your hand to experience the soul. You have the key to experience infinite happiness. Kreet, now Kreet mentioned that the diamond is costing $2 million. Kreet, is that diamond going to give you infinite happiness? What do you think, Kreet? No. Okay, Neith, which one is your favorite car?
Audi R8.
Okay, so that's your favorite car. So is that going to give you infinite happiness? Okay, Hanika, what is your favorite jewelry? What is your favorite jewelry? Like a precious one, not these artificial ones, not like that. The precious gemstones or something like that, like ruby or emerald or something like that. Which one is your favorite?
An emerald pearl gold bracelet.
Emerald pearl gold bracelet. Very good. Okay. So is that going to give you infinite happiness? No, that is not going to give you infinite happiness. Okay, Stuti, what is your favorite, because you've been traveling, like recently you've been traveling to many places. What is your favorite country? What is your favorite country?
India.
India. So going to India, staying there for a holiday, is that going to give you infinite happiness? Or is it going to give you limited happiness? I'm not denying the happiness. The question is it going to give you infinite happiness? Stuti, sure? Yeah, okay.
But no, it could, because there are many
Infinite happiness.
No, not traveling to India, but if I stay there, India has a lot of
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Staying in India, is it going to give you infinite happiness?
No.
It can't give you infinite happiness. It can give you limited happiness. We are not denying the happiness, Stuti, but we're talking about the quantity over here. Can staying in India give you infinite happiness?
No, but I have more chances of getting soul experience, since there's so many people.
No, completely wrong. Now we will explain this why. Completely wrong. Okay, wait, Moksh. Wait, Moksh. Moksh, I have noticed he has a passion for cars. I've noticed this several times. So Moksh, which one is your favorite car?
I don't know, maybe a McLaren.
Okay, so that's your favorite car. Is that going to give you infinite happiness or limited happiness?
Number two.
It's going to give you limited happiness. Anything, you take any object, any person, take your favorite person, just close your eyes, whoever is your favorite person. It could be your parents, it could be your friends, it could be your teacher, it could be whatever, whoever that person is. It could be a film star, it could be a rock star, it could be a football player, etc., etc., etc. Can that person give you infinite happiness? That person even can't give you infinite happiness. And that is a fact. So what you have in your hand, is atma anubhuti ni vidhi. Vidhi means the method to experience the soul. What is the method to experience the soul? Gnan gun, listen to this. What is our only fault? Our only fault is what, Hanika? That we're looking outside. We're not looking inside. That is our only fault. If we look inside Krit, atma anubhuti happens. Atma anubhuti happens. We will still build on it slowly, slowly, slowly. We have only started with this new subject. Slowly, slowly, we will build on it. But like, let me repeat the process because we only have 2 minutes remaining now. The process is this. Atma ma Hanika anant gun che. Okay, neat. Atma ma anant gun che. Anant gun mathin Krit. Ek gun nu naam che Gnan gun. Okay, ek gun nu naam che Gnan gun. Now again, I will repeat the definitions, because definitions, all of them should be very clear. The definitions of dravya, the definition of dravya is what? The togetherness of inseparable attributes or gun or good qualities is called dravya. Okay, it's called dravya. And what is the definition of pariyai? The definition of pariyai, Hanika, moksha, is what? It is the activity of each gun in one samay. It is the activity of each gun in one samay. Krit, what is our fault? I mean, okay, how to do atmanubhuti first? Forget the fault first. How to do atmanubhuti? Gnan gun has got two faces. Ubare. Gnan gun has got two faces. Gnan gun has got two faces. Now, shall I tell you the names of the faces or in the next class? Stuti is saying yes. Hanika, I give you the names today. Okay, the first one is called Swa. Sorry. The first one is called Swa. Swa means me, who, pote, Swa. And par means the external world. Ema badhu avi gaya, badhu avi gaya. Even what Krit said, the akash dravya, ema e pan avi gaya. Minus, listen to this, minus the infinite gun of your own soul, not of anybody else's soul. Minus the infinite gun of your own soul. Everything else is par. Everything else is looking outside. Understood? Have you understood? Okay, now look, this lady is here because we have to now start the second class. Yes, Moksh.
So, like, also your infinite happiness is also external.
You're like infinite happiness happens in the pariyai. So okay, we will talk about that. This Moksh is a smart boy. Clap for him. He's a very smart boy. Very good thinking. Okay, now our next class is like started. Now we'll meet on Wednesday. We will meet on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Okay, class is on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Hold on 1 minute. Just